Hey you! So today we have a Power Rangers kind of exclusive, event exclusive, and this is the helmetless Green Ranger. So basically it comes with the helmet, but it also has Tommy's face on it, and later on we also have Jason. So first of all, let's have a look. So we've got this like kind of really small design. Now I've noticed that they're doing it all because like you see like these sorts of ones, like so they've kind of reduced it, which I'm a bit kind of like, oh, I kind of really wanted the big packages because they look kind of cool. But here you go, we've got Tommy here, we've got the Saban's Power Rangers event exclusive, 25 years. You've got Tommy in there without his helmet, you've got his helmet there. So on this side, you've got a lovely picture of the Green Ranger. Then also you have one here of the Green Ranger in his different poses. You kind of think that they would have it very similar, like say one there of him, another one of him there, etc, etc. But the helmet looks a bit off compared to what it looks like there. On that side it says 25 years, and on the top it says 25 years, and then on the bottom you've got the Green Ranger there. So let's open this bad boy and have a look inside. And here is Tommy. He looks kind of cool. This is pretty much exactly the same as most of the Figuarts, like in the Marvel range, where they just get their head. So this one looks a lot more like Tommy compared to the White Ranger, which is coming out very soon. But I kind of like the face. It does look a lot like him. But it's been superimposed on a figure. When you're handing it to that way, I think it looks more like him than it would do straight on. But we can see that they've got his eyes. Definitely know this is Jason David Frank. The hair is kind of in the ponytail as normal. If it wasn't, I'd be very shocked. I'd love him to do a Dino Thunder one with him with short hair. I think that would be really cool. So we have his shield, and it looks absolutely fine. Very similar, exactly the same as previous one, which I reviewed years ago. Check it out, it's a lot of fun. We've got his gold armbands there, which have like kind of a glitter. The same generic pose with the arms there, which I'm not a big fan of. And again, you've got it there. So underneath we can see that you've got the white triangle. And yeah, it kind of works really well. As we come down to the kind of morpher, you can see that definitely, you know, they've got the coin in there. It's exactly the same as the Figuarts as we previously reviewed. Again, same sort of texture here. You've got like literally, let's have a look. Like, you know, this part missing. I really kind of wish that they kind of figured it out. Maybe make his arm a little bit longer just to incorporate that. And the same thing on there, but it does look like it's been gouged out. You can see the bottom of the shield, so you can see like the kind of like claw mark or the footprint that it's meant to be, which again looks nice on the shield. When we come down here, we see that you got the gold trim, which looks fine. It's not kind of bleeding out at all. I thought it might do, but it's okay. Then we've got the kind of, I want to say like cuffs or whatever they are, boot strap things for what you call boots. I don't know what they're called. Leave it down below in the comments. And you've got the kind of wrinkles as well, and that's kind of nice. On the back, very similar, but I've noticed that on the paint, they've not kind of addressed it. It's exactly the same. It's kind of like painted on one side but missing a little bit, and then kind of just incorporating, you've got the joints, which again I'm not a huge fan of. Again, we've got the cuffs, and then we've got the sheath for the dragon dagger. When coming to the back, we see the shield is the most impressive part, and then just underneath here we've got the straps holding it on, as well as the gold armbands, and then we've got Tommy's kind of ponytail, and the hair looks like it's been individually sculpted a little bit, which is kind of cool. Just like any other figure, we'll do a stress test, see how it is. So the boots kind of move okay. Boots there. Very kind of smoothish, so you can turn them all the way around. Do the same there. This one's a little bit stiffer. Yeah, it's a little bit stiffer. You have to move the ball joint properly round. So yeah, let's turn that back. So yeah, it can move up and down. So knee joints, exactly the same. And then the leg moves around. I think this feels a lot better than the original one that I did, but again, I don't know how much of a test I did back then. So the arm moves around like so, bends, hands, turn around. Upside down, Tommy. So exactly the same. And let's turn around, just like so. And the whole body kind of moves, but it kind of feels a bit kind of tight and doesn't want to move around that much. And then we've got the head, moves around, up and down, up and down. Yeah, so that's actually not too bad. The one thing I really like is the fact that you get his helmet. It's actually quite cool because I generally thought that these sort of figures would come out. I know that they were going to do it with Gokaiger. So you basically just pull his head off, oop, drop the Green Ranger helmet, and then just basically add this in. So to me, I don't kind of really, like, the helmet looks really type of weird. Like from the side, it looks fine. But when you look at it straight on, it's something meh. So I don't know if this is a brand new sculpt or if this is like just left over, but it also feels like the green kind of doesn't match the other part of the green. Yeah, so I'm not a huge fan. I mean, looking at like, you've got the teeth there, you've got the mouth, you know, you've got the eyes, and they've even painted, like, you can see it there, like the little red dot in the middle. So I'm really impressed. And then also, like, you've got the seam of the helmet, which I think is a very nice touch. But when you look at it straight on, it just looks really, really off. And, you know, compared to the original one that we had from Japan, that actually was quite decent. So yeah, I'm not a huge fan of the helmet. I prefer just the kind of head. But also the kind of ponytail is quite soft and squidgy, so that's kind of cool too. One of the other features you get is the Dragon Dagger. I generally thought that you would have got the Sword of Darkness as well, but nope, you just get different hands and the Dragon Dagger. I really like kind of the piping. The gold just here works really, really well, and even the kind of tip. At first I thought that this may have been something like the Lord Draken figure where you had the Dragon Dagger inside and then that was it. I generally really like the kind of like the gold at the end. So yeah, I was very pleasantly surprised. And even here, if you can see it, you've got the kind of silver there, which looks absolutely fine. And on the back, again, more of the piping, as well as the dragon coin inside. I wouldn't be surprised if originally you could push down these buttons on here, because that would have been awesome if you could. But I really like this. This, so far, I don't know if I reviewed ages ago like the Dragon Dagger in that one, but this is my favorite Dragon Dagger type of like toy thing you get with it, accessory should I say, because it looks absolutely stunning. My final thoughts on this is I generally like the figure. I think it's very well detailed. I think that you can get quite a lot out of it. I do kind of wish it came with a Sword of Darkness though. I think that would be really nice just to have extra to the actual figure. As I said before, I love the fact that you can now do this with the helmets, that you've got the shield, you've got the armband. The figure is very, very similar, and if not the exact same one that I reviewed a long time ago. But giving this extra bit of like customization actually means that you could have them all in a line when they all come out. And this is something that I am really, really looking forward to. I hope that they release all the other characters and it's not just Tommy and Jason and then again Tommy later as the White Ranger. This to me would be absolutely amazing to actually have. And I would highly recommend getting this. If you can pick up at an event, definitely pick it up, or if you see it on eBay for a decent price. As I said, I think I paid by $60. I was gonna say 600 then. No, I paid about $60 for mine, so roughly if you can be selling at that price, buy it that one. If it's a slightly bit higher, you know, just make sure you don't pay too much for it. Anyway, Rangers, I'm going to leave it there. If you've liked this video, like, favorite, comment, and consider subscribing. Check out all the other videos on the channel. If you want to help out on Patreon, link is in the description down below. And as always, Rangers, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in a bit.